Hello, Fink Fabbers, hostages and hossagettes. Scooter from Turning Wrenches. On this video, we sit here and work on this 2002 lovely gem of a trailblazer. It's 22 years old. She's full of rust. She's full of dirt and mud, and it gets in yours truly's face and hairy eyeballs. All joking aside, so in this video, we get brackets made, we get them mounted on the trailblazer. Frame's a lot worse than what we thought. We fixed the frame. We mount and weld up the brackets. We get them coated, get them painted, we get it back together. All of our hoses and brake lines all attached without mucking them up, fucking them up. We get our fuel filler neck replaced. And we grind off some rust on the inner fender lip, and we find a big problem that slows the project down. We also make a custom patch panel as well. Yeah, so sit back, relax, like, share, subscribe, comment, laugh at my janky ass welds. Because this was not my best work. I will admittedly admit that. I struggled my ass off, guys. Scooter, Fink's Fab Shop. How you doing, Fink Fabbers, hostages and hossagettes? Coming to you late afternoon. Got a little bit of work dropped off. Thought I'd give you guys an update. Show you what we got going on. 1966 C20. She's a long bed with a camper shell. And to say this old girl has had a rough life is probably an understatement. Now, she was last tagged in 2015, and they were using her to haul boats in 02, and we'll show you why it's here. That's why it's here. We're gonna weld some floors in this old girl and do some brake work. Some parts. Weld some floors in the old girl. Do some brake work in exchange for some LSage for the wagon and a few other things. Remember, you can't succeed if you don't start, guys. Get you an old car, tinker around on it, learn, use your brains, have some fun. So we're gonna get started on a little project here for my aunt. We're gonna put a 80 grit roll lock on the fender lip. I want to see exactly how bad it is. See if I got to replace any metal and how much. That lip's looking pretty punky down there, so I'm thinking at least I'm gonna have to put something down in there in this fender lip. So I'm gonna peel this back with a roll lock. We'll see how bad it is, and then we'll go from there. I already got brackets fabbed up, and I messed up, and after I got them built I realized I didn't have a SD card in the camera, so I don't really have any footage of building these things, but I'll mock up a small video when this whole project's done to kind of give you an idea what I did. Down from cutting them out of 1/4 inch plate with plasma cutter and welding them up, bending them and welding the tabs on and getting the stop locks and hardware from the hardware stores. So I built them a whole lot cheaper than you could buy them. So a little bit of my time. So let's peel some of this out and we'll go from there. metal actually looks really good, other than right there. But I'm thinking I can fix that and feather it in. So see what happens. All right. Think Fabbers. So I probably ain't the big dog shit doing this, so that song says, but I try my best not to make it look like a big pile of dog shit. You know what I mean? I'm basically just trying to peel this back, see if most of it's just paint, or if there is rust in here. It looks like there's very little, so that's a good thing. And I haven't gotten to the bottom yet. The bottom is what feels really punky to me, so peel this back a little bit more here. Piece down here is gonna have to get cut out. It's just nothing but layers and layers of rust. I ain't no Bondo Billy, but hey, he uses a knife. Why can't I? Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. So that's what I figured I'd have on the inner lip. Obviously, a lot of mud and stuff in there built up. It's like maybe got a little bit of body filler in there from a previous repair. Not a lot, surprisingly, but there is some. So this all up here looks really good. All but this bottom side. So what I'm going to do is I'll take this plastic piece off here so I don't muck it up. And I can see how bad it is under here, because I'm sure there's some rot under here. Man, I wish that damn air compressor would shut off. Christ. I really need to get some air lines running in the shop, guys. That way I have some volume in here so I don't run all the time. Or move the damn compressor outside with them too, or both. So yeah, so we got a little bit of filler in here. And a whole lot of rust in here. I mean, behind this, that's pretty punky right there. This is actually kind of solid, but we're going to replace it all. Yeah. I think somebody attempted to fix this once before and they just smeared some mud over it. Painted it to match. Feathered her in, called her a day. So, I'm going to pull this out, or pull this off here. And I'm probably gonna have to replace this whole inner lip, which instead of buying quarter panel cutting it off, I'll make my own. So we'll use the shrinker and stretcher, and this stuff looks pretty good. So I'm not mad about this here. We'll fix this inner lip. So if we don't, it's just going to keep drawing moisture from the inside out and bubble the new paint. So, let's see what we got here. Back, and I took the wheel off. This piece is clipped into this piece on the bottom, of course, and there's a 10mm bolt that's bolted into the back side of the rocker, and of course it just spins. And as you can see, there's a big pile of crap, rust and dirt and debris, so that's always good. So I really don't want to put, obviously don't want to put heat on that bolt to try to get it off there. Let's see if we can get you in here so you can see this bolt here. I don't want to put heat on that because this is all plastic and I don't want to ruin this piece. So I guess the next best thing is try to grind the head off. With my roll lock here, I grind the head of the bolt, or the bolt off, and maybe pop the washer out and this will pop off, and I won't ruin it too much. The other thing that I just noticed, when I measured the brackets up, I had measured the passenger side, because that one wasn't as bad as this side. We're going to replace that side just say we did as a pair, but that one could run for a while longer. So I made my outer template and measured everything with a tape measure. I did it on that side. Well, this side, I just noticed, taking the tire off, that someone cut the frame. The frame's all cut right here, and I don't know why they would do that or when they would do that, unless somebody replaced this radius arm right here and couldn't get it out, so they were lazy and they just cut it. I don't know why anybody would cut the frame like that. To me, like it's been cut with like a sawzall blade or something like that, but that was some time ago because it's all rusted and stuff. So we gotta address that, because one, our new bracket's got a weld to that. So yeah, so yay me! Anyway, so yeah, so we gotta fix this fuck up here and that fuck up down there, to fix this fuck up right here that's all rotted out down here. Yeah, so that's just fucking peachy. So this has got to come out of here, this has got to come off here, so we can fix this right. I already peeled this back this rocker piece back right here. Get you over here so you can see. I already peeled this rocker piece back, and it's all fucking bubbly under there, punky. And judging by the amount of dirt, there's probably gonna be nothing to this inner rocker. That's probably why this cage nut's spinning. So I have a feeling that once I get this out of here, I'm gonna have to repair this inner rocker as well, and this outer face of this rocker as well. Yeah. Opening up a can of worms just to fix this little fucking bit of shit up here. This little bit of stuff up here. These rust bubbles. Opening up a big can of fucking worms. So, I mean, I can fix that. I can fix that stuff. This stuff up here. I can fix that and say, fuck this. Problem is, if I did that, all the moisture and stuff's gonna keep wicking in, and it'll just fuck this back up again. And eventually this is gonna be Swiss cheese. So obviously I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that to anybody, let alone my aunt. So we're gonna grind this off and see if we can get this to pop off here. And then once I get that off, I'm probably gonna call it a day. It's humid as all get out here. Humidity sucks. And I mean, I got shop fans going full blast, but I'm sticky. Had a long day at work, a lot of time in the car, and I'm over it. So. Wow! Threw a bunch of them plastic on a truck, so it's plus dirt and mud. Ouch! Oh. Wore all that mud. Ah! Big fab shop. Get fucked all the time. Alright. That steel. Look at all that. Get some light in there so you can see it. Look at all that. The whole fucking rocker's gone. See that? Now this job just turned into a lot bigger of a fucking job. There's your fluff your rocker. That's just ridiculous. So that job just turned into a lot more A, money, B, time, C, fucking around. Fuck me, man. Okay, now I'm stuck. See, I'm fucking stuck. For one, I can't just put it together and back together like that in good conscience and fucking give it back to him. That'd just be an asshole fucking thing to do, and to anybody, let alone family, and you know, let alone my elderly aunt and uncle. So that's not happening. God damn it. Alright, well, maybe I'll see how much a rocker panel is in cab corner, and if that's relatively cheap enough, maybe I'll buy that, cut out what I need and graft it in. That'll save me some fucking around. Or maybe I'll just be ambitious this weekend and I can build my own. Put it in there. I'm a bitch. Okay, well, I'm sure they like to just pop in and visit. So I'm sure they'll be here tomorrow. So at some point in time. So just to see how things are going. Visit for a little bit. So I'm sure that'll be great. I can show my aunt a great big hole in the side of her truck. Okay, well guys, I'm gonna go call it a night. I'm gonna take a cold shower, do some paperwork, and hit the rack, and then get out my fat ass out of bed at a decent time in the morning and get out here and do a little bit of work before it gets hot. And I have to go to my son's solo ensemble percussion thing that he did. We sent him to drum camp for a week or 7 days, whatever it was, at college, and I'm not gonna miss that. So we're gonna go support him and watch and listen to what they did, and then I'll work on this after I get home from that. But I'd like to try to get a little bit done in the morning. Fix that. I got a fuel filler neck I got to put in, and then fix this side of the frame, and then I got fix the frame now, not just a bracket. So we'll get that fixed and buzzed together and back together and scuffed up and rust treated, and then fix this clusterfuck of a side I got going on here, and then we'll do the other side. Yay me! Alright, welcome back, folks. So we got the inner fender well out here. It's kind of hard to see. Have an inner fender well out here. Found more rust, more rot than what we found last night, obviously. So I'm going to have to address this too, because this lip holds the inner fender well in, so not much holding that, so we'll have to put a piece across here. Our side, instead of making this rocker and pissing around with pattern and all that stuff, they're relatively inexpensive, so I went ahead and got one of those coming. We're going to have to repair the inner rocker. It's just flat sheet steel, so we'll repair the inner rocker on this piece gets here, we'll fix that, and we'll fix this little piece here, and then fix this upper lip up in here. As you can see, pretty rotted. So right now I want to get this radius arm out of here, this upper radius arm, to get this out of here so I can get this old rotted radius arm bracket off the frame, and we can put our newly built bracket in its place. And before we install this newly built bracket, I'm going to hammer this down and weld this frame back together, because some idiot cut it and never fixed it. I don't know why they would cut it, but they did. So I'm going to repair that, and which would be helpful. Wow. They put the same amount of Loctite on that, whoever was in here last. I have a feeling it was whoever cut that frame. It was either Loctite or grease, one of the two. Probably grease. Grab this one out of here. Good. New. My aunt said that she had some work done on the rear end of this a couple months ago. I'd like to think that that's been cut longer in a couple months by the amount of rust on it, but I could be wrong. I mean, if she ran it through the winter, then that's a possibility of the issue. So I don't know why they would cut that damn frame. The only thing I could think of is for them to get that. Oh, I bet you I know why they cut it. Okay, now it makes sense. Let me bring you in here and show you. What's going on here? So I think what they did is they cut this frame back because they probably changed that upper control arm, and that upper control arm probably spun the nut off in the back side there, so they weren't able to get it out because these got a cage nut on them. So in order to put a new nut on it, they cut this frame back, peeled it back to put the nut on there to start the bolt and hold it with a wrench to get it tightened up. But the lazy fucks never welded it back together. So that's horrible. I understand why they had to do it, to do the repair, because I've had to do it in the past when I was a technician, but I always made sure to weld my shit back up, because yeah, I mean that's a pretty big cut. So that's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why anybody, I mean, I know why they did it, but I can't believe they'd leave it. That's the kind of shoddy workmanship that gives mechanics a bad name. I mean, that's real shitty. Real fucking shitty, actually. If you guys can see this or not. Is this piece here is all rotted out. My finger's at. And our bracket's here that we gotta replace. And I'm gonna cut some of this out, replace it anyway. So what I decided I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut along top here where it's flush, Gosh. And I'm going to cut it all the way across here and down straight. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow me to use this as a pattern. Yeah, this up here is okay, but there's a lot of punky metal that started, so I'm just going to replace this whole piece. So I'm going to take and cut this out, and that's going to allow me to do two things. Use this as a pattern, like I said, but it's also going to give me easier access to our bracket that we got to take and cut off here, because it looks like there's a fish plate on top of the bracket that goes on top of the frame. It's welded, and then it'll allow me to get to the back side of it to weld it a lot easier than having this here. So I want to remove this because I want to try to keep as much of that fish plate as possible on top of that bracket and grind it off, because then I can take and butt my new made bracket up underneath that and get a nice good bead across that fish plate, and then on the inside weld it on the inside of the bracket on the frame as well. But I can only go so far and only can see so much, so if I can weld it on the outside and the inside, it's going to make it a lot stronger. And then of course I can weld it down the back side of the bracket and down underneath to the frame. So that's the plan. So I'm going to try to cut this off here. With a alright, put my safety squints back on. Woo, that went right through that like butter. That's just nothing but rust. It just goes to show you how punky it really is. I'm getting over a little farther than I want to. Gonna be a goofy. That's okay. I can straighten that out. Clean that up with a zip cut. You can see that it's just all oxidized and rusted on the back side. And you know, technically the only thing this really does is provide an anchor point for that bottom of that fender well. Basically is all that does. So other than that anchor point, I mean, we don't even really have to put that back in there, but we're going to build it. Put it back in there the way the factory had it. Now this, get our emergency brake cable out of the way. Yeah, so now, let's see if we can get you in here to where you can see something. So now, you can see on the top of this bracket right here, there's a weld seam. There's a plate on top of that. So, I'm all out of consumables for my plasma cutter, fortunately. But we're probably, oh man, heat makes you tired. Probably going to cut this along here with a sawzall, and then I'm going to grind that back till the top half of it falls off. So I got to be careful not to hit my brake line here. Obviously I don't want to make more work for myself than what I already have. So once we get this off here and that all ground down and cleaned up, and this all ground down and cleaned up, and then we'll take and I'll grab a big hammer and beat this thing back into submission and then burn it back in. I can't believe somebody would cut that and then not even bother to at least paint in there. I mean, that's just fresh metal. That's a good way to let shit rot right out. But that kind of stuff makes me mad. Makes the people that do it properly look bad, you know, because people associate one bad mechanic with everybody, or one bad parts replacer with everybody, whatever you want to call it. Same with shops. I mean, that's how people get a bad name. You get one guy working in a shop for you, he does shoddy ass work like this, and then your name's attached to it, and your shop is shitty, gets a shitty reputation because of somebody's laziness trying to beat the clock on flat rate. So it's too bad. Yeah, we're gonna cut that out of there. Bolt in here. Basically what I'm using the arm to dictate where this is centered or true. That way the bolts will line up and whoever has Alright, we're back after a battery swap and some other technical difficulties. Get this bracket tacked in here. Holy shit. Oh boy. That should hold there. Man, it's gonna be a hell of a fucking weld along the backside there. Alright. That should hold her in there. I'm gonna take that radius arm out of there. Got a little paint on there. All this stuff here is all cut and that's all re-welded. And then by the time I put this patch in here, there was a big hole in the frame. There was nothing there. So I decided to put a 1/8 inch patch in there and welded it on the outside, which if I would have been thinking, I would have welded that on the inside. Alright guys, back again. So I got everything bolted up, looking like it should. Everything fell right into place. Everything's painted. Looking alright. So now we gotta get this piece of shit from there to that other hose. So I was hoping this was the whole assembly, but this is only the front half of the assembly. There's a back half as well, so hopefully we can get it apart without fucking it up, because I'd like to get this in. Crap. M's Wonderful Designs. So I need to get that dirt out of there, zip them nuts off there hopefully, and then we'll get underneath, undo that hose clamp, and I'll set the other camera up. Hopefully we can get some footage of that. You guys can laugh at a bunch of dirt and mud falling in my face. Enjoy looking at my bald fucking head. Ouch. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's see. Oh, I tell you what. Shit I get myself into. It's amazing. Well, fuck a duck, screw a kangaroo. Dinger banger rang-a-tang, welcome to the zoo. Ugh. I told myself a long time ago, Nate, buy yourself a hoist. Ain't doing any more work till you have a hoist. You're not doing any work when you have a hoist on your back. I've done more work on my back in the last 6 fucking months or so than I have in fucking years. Yeah, buddy. A swivel would be handy for that. And what else would be handy? A fucking lift. Let's see if I can find a 7mm swivel. Fat man in a little coat. Ah, damn. Did I mention I wish I had a fucking hoist? Probably 50 billion times. Yeah. Before you call OSHA on me, I do have fucking jack stands under it. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck. I love dirt in my face. It's not as good as titties. Oh fuck. Alright, come on, get out of there. Alright, where'd my other one go? I got 2 of them around here somewhere. Oh, fuck me. I got myself stuck under here. And I don't even have my other doodad. I fucking know I grabbed it. Jesus. I do about 50 fucking sit-ups. You guys, I tell you, a fucking lift would be nice right now. I believe I mentioned that. Come on. Fuck. Come on. It's amazing to me how tight a fucking rubber hose will stay on something after it's been molded on there for a while. Whew. Come on. Break the seal. Come off here. Fuck. Come on. Motherfucker. You fucking... Holy fuck! Fuck. Yeah, fucking... butt connector on it with a heat shrink. Fuck. That'll work. Better than not hooking it up at all. Better than breaking the bolt off. Having to drill and tap the fucking frame, clean it up. Jesus. Alright, I had a pair of fucking snippers around here somewhere. That pry bar did absolutely shit too, by the way. Polish man muscles that ended up doing the job. So we're just gonna take and cut this back here a ways to where I can easily splice a butt connector on it. And then you gotta get the rest of this out here. Thinking let's probably go back that way. Fuck. Oh, dirt, mud. You know, probably would have been a little better off if I would have power washed this fucker before I brought it into my shop. Ugh, fucking dirt. I don't know where my safety squints went. Close my goddamn eyeballs. There goes the clamp right in my fucking face hole. There we go. rusted, dirty pile of fucking poop, and one clean, not so nasty, non-dirty pile of poop. So now I gotta take that other rubber fucking hose off and put it on here so we can use this. Get this off here. Alright. Oh, fuck yeah. Who needs the hot twa bitch? Alright. Little blue finger there. We got a little Smurf finger going on, guys. It's a little Kendall super glue. The hot twa is not doing her job, so I'll lube her up with a little bit of Kendall super glue, both fucking sides. So hopefully it slides on a lot easier and come off. This is worth it, because at the end of the day I'm helping somebody I love, giving back to them, and I'm making a little bit to put towards the project, or pay for my family. So I guess at the end of the day it all evens out. My junk drawer. See if we can find a nut out there. Probably not. Would be nice. We could. Which I have multiple junk drawers. This is probably the best one for something that small. You think, guys? Might work, or I think that's too small. Jesus Christ. Damn. I had a bunch of these over here in the drawer. I didn't even have to go fucking buy them. That's what I get for not looking. Ah, fuck. I'm not digging through all that bullshit. Fucking filthy. Jesus. I need to get a GoPro. I'm gonna ruin this camera. Give myself 500 subscribers. Fucking kids. Goddamn kids drive by, they see my hot rod sitting outside or my Challenger, and they automatically just fucking slam on the gas and fucking zoom. Think I want to come out and fucking race through a little fucking race burner. There you go. Better shit fucking moving my phone. Fucking you will. Face fucks haven't even hit puberty yet. Show you what a real fucking car can do. washer on it. But battery's about dead, so you guys are gonna conk out on me here in a second. Oh yeah. Fucking shit's gonna fall on my goddamn fucking. You know, guys, remember how I said OCD and the fucking shit's driving me crazy? Alrighty, battery change. So we got the fuel filter neck bolted up, found a nut, that nut worked. So on there where she's supposed to go, all bolted in. Now we just gotta take and crack this wire together and do that over here. And we'll see about making this little piece and tacking that in tonight. Yep. And I'll see if I can get this video edited for you guys. So let's see. This wire. Grab me a torch. Propane one at a time. So use my little benzene. Matic. Probably a bit too big, but turn it down. Without burning myself, catching the tire on fire. Zip tie, where are you at? I just had a whole bunch of you when I was cleaning. Ready to push. Put this in here like so, and all that. Fucking guys, I'm just rambling on. The camera just told me that you're an idiot. Shut up. What I was saying was, make sure you have the negative battery cable unhooked, so when you're welding on it, you don't blow any computer or electronics out, or blow the battery up. That's an important thing. And just be safe, have fun, guys. If you don't, just remember, if you don't take the chance and never start, you can never succeed, guys. So find yourself an old car, tinker on it, work on it, learn on it, have fun with it. I know this isn't a super old car, but it is 22 years old, so it's getting there. It's not what we like to work on, like what's behind us, but you know, it's something. So again, have a good one, guys. I apologize, this video is all over the place and not what you would expect, but I'm trying to get you guys something in between before we pull this wagon out and really start jamming on the frame. So I gotta get this done and get that floor done before we can do that. So bear with me, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I did a good job on this. Tell me if I did a shitty job on it. Tell me I don't know how to weld from fucking taking a shit. I don't care, man. Any feedback is good feedback, whether it's positive or negative. So thanks again, guys. Have a good one. Later.